My beloved child, come closer. Let your heart be still for a moment and breathe. I know why you are here. I know the weight you are carrying, the questions you whisper in the quiet, the ache that returns when the world grows silent. I see the love you have held on to, the hope you protected even when it hurt, the faith you tried to keep alive when answers did not come. I want you to know this first, before anything else settles into your spirit: love is real. It was never imagined. It was never foolish. It was never wasted. What you felt was true, and I allowed it because your heart is capable of deep, holy love. Do not shame yourself for loving. Do not minimize what you gave. I saw every tear, every prayer, every time you chose patience instead of anger, silence instead of argument, faith instead of fear. Love is real, and because it is real, it has power. And because it has power, it must sometimes be guided, refined, and yes, brought to an ending you did not expect. I know that sentence makes your chest tighten. I know part of you wants to pull away, to say, but God, I thought this was from you. I thought this was forever. I thought this was the promise. Listen to me gently now. An ending is not a denial of love. An ending is not proof that you were wrong. An ending is not punishment. Sometimes an ending is protection. Sometimes an ending is redirection. Sometimes an ending is mercy wearing a shape you do not yet recognize. I am not tearing love away from you to hurt you. I am removing what can no longer carry the future I have prepared for you. You have been faithful in a season that asked too much of you. You have tried to make sense of mixed signals, delayed growth, repeated cycles, and unfulfilled words. You kept hoping that time would fix what truth was trying to reveal. You kept believing that if you loved harder, prayed longer, waited quietly, everything would suddenly align. But my child, love does not require you to shrink. Love does not require you to abandon yourself. Love does not require endless confusion. I have watched you bend in ways I never asked you to bend. I have watched you hold on while your spirit whispered that something was not aligned. I did not ignore those whispers. I planted them. Love is real, yes. But not every real love is meant to last forever in the same form. Some love comes to awaken you. Some love comes to show you what you deserve. Some love comes to heal old wounds by revealing them. And some love comes to teach you how deeply you can feel, how faithfully you can give, how strong your heart truly is. That does not make the ending meaningless. It makes it sacred. I know you didn't expect this ending. You imagined reconciliation, growth, return, restoration in the way you pictured it. You imagined timelines that included shared victories, shared healing, shared futures. You imagined me blessing what you had already chosen. But I see what you cannot see. I see where this road leads, even beyond the next turn. I see the cost it would require from you, the compromises you would make, the light you would dim. I see the prayers you would continue praying alone. I see the strength you would keep giving without being replenished. I see how tired you would become trying to hold together what requires two willing hearts. This ending is not sudden to me. It is gentle, even if it feels sharp to you. It has been forming quietly, patiently, lovingly. I have been preparing your heart even when you did not realize it. The discomfort you felt was not weakness, it was discernment. The restlessness you experienced was not ingratitude. It was alignment calling you forward. The tears you cried were not failure, they were release beginning its work. I need you to understand something deeply now. You are not losing love. You are being guided toward truer love. You are not being emptied, you are being cleared. You are not being forgotten, you are being repositioned. I am not closing this chapter because I am finished with you. I am closing it because I am faithful to you. You wonder if you will ever feel this way again. You wonder if this was your one chance, your one connection, your one miracle. Hear me clearly, I am not limited by one story. I am not finished writing beauty into your life. The depth you felt is not gone. It lives within you. The capacity you discovered is still yours. The tenderness, the passion, the hope, all of it remains. I am not taking love away from you. I am teaching you how to receive it fully, without fear, without confusion, without loss of self. Right now, your heart is grieving not only what was, but what you hoped would be. That grief is real, and I do not rush it. Sit with me in it. Let me hold you in it. Do not force strength. Do not pretend peace. I am near to the broken-hearted, and you do not have to hide your pain from me. Speak to me honestly. Cry if you need to. Rest if you are tired. I am not disappointed in you for hurting. I am proud of you for feeling deeply and still choosing to trust me enough to let go. You may not see it yet, but this ending is creating space. Space for clarity. Space for healing that goes deeper than surface wounds. Space for a love that does not require convincing. Space for a future where effort is mutual and joy is shared without strain. What is coming will not confuse you. It will not keep you guessing. It will not make you question your worth. It will meet you where you are and grow with you, not ahead of you or behind you. Do not look back at this chapter with regret. Look at it with gratitude for what it gave you and wisdom for what it taught you. Bless it as it ends. Release it without bitterness. Carry forward only what is true and good. I will redeem even the pain, even the disappointment, even the tears. Nothing you offered in love is wasted in my hands. I know you fear the loneliness that might follow. You fear the quiet nights, the empty spaces, the sudden reminders. But I will meet you there. I will fill the silence with my presence. I will remind you of who you are when you forget. I will strengthen you in ways that only solitude can. This season is not punishment, it is preparation. I am rebuilding you gently, carefully, intentionally. Trust me when I say this ending is not the end of your story. It is a turning point. One day you will look back and realize that this moment, painful as it felt, was the moment you stepped into greater alignment with your destiny. One day you will thank me for the love that came and for the courage to let it go. One day you will understand that I was not removing joy from your life, but making room for a deeper, steadier, more peaceful joy. Until that day, stay close to me. Let me be your anchor. Let me be your comfort. Let me be your guide. You are deeply loved, beyond this chapter, beyond this ending, beyond what you can see right now. Love is real. And so is the future I am leading you into. Trust me. I am with you, now and always. My child, I am still here with you. The silence after an ending can feel louder than the ending itself, and I know your mind keeps replaying moments, words, possibilities. You wonder if there was something you could have done differently, something you could have said, something you could have held on to longer. Listen to me gently now. You were faithful with what you were given. You loved with sincerity. You waited with patience. You tried with honesty. There is no hidden mistake you need to punish yourself for. There is no secret failure you need to uncover. The ending did not come because you lacked something. It came because you were growing beyond what could meet you. I want you to stop measuring your worth by how long something lasted or how deeply someone stayed. Your value was never dependent on another person's ability to choose you fully. I formed you with intention long before this chapter began, and I will still be forming you long after it closes. Do not let this moment convince you that love leaving means you are unlovable. That thought is not from me. I speak life, not accusation. I speak truth, not shame. You are learning something sacred right now, how to release without hatred, how to grieve without losing hope, how to trust me even when the path feels unfamiliar. This is holy ground, even if it feels broken. I am teaching your heart discernment, not hardness. I am teaching you strength, not distance. The tenderness you carry is not a weakness. It is a gift. Guard it, but do not bury it. I will show you how to protect your heart without closing it, there will be moments when you feel tempted to reopen the door, to revisit what I have gently closed. You will remember the good days, the laughter, the connection that once felt effortless. Nostalgia will try to rewrite the truth. When that happens, pause and ask me to remind you why this chapter ended. Not to fill you with bitterness, but to anchor you in clarity. I do not want you stuck in yesterday when tomorrow is calling your name. I am inviting you into a season of honesty with yourself. Not harsh honesty, but compassionate truth. Ask yourself what you learned about your needs, your boundaries, your patterns. Ask yourself where you grew and where you ignored your own voice. I am not asking you to judge yourself. I am asking you to understand yourself. Understanding brings healing. Healing brings freedom. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not running out of time. I do not rush souls. I prepare them. The love meant for you will recognize the growth happening in this quiet season. It will not compete with your peace. It will not make you question my voice. It will feel steady, not anxious. Clear, not confusing. Safe, not uncertain. Right now, your task is simple, even if it feels heavy. Breathe. Rest. Return to me when your thoughts spiral. Let me remind you of who you are when doubt tries to define you. Spend time doing what restores your spirit. Surround yourself with what brings light back into your days. Healing does not require isolation, but it does require honesty. I know you may still ask, why did you allow me to feel this deeply if it was going to end? Because depth is not a mistake. Because your heart was never meant to live on the surface. Because one day, that same depth will be met with equal devotion, equal effort, equal love. I am not teaching you to love less. I am teaching you to love wisely. Stay with me through this process. Do not rush the next chapter out of fear of being alone. Do not settle for familiarity when I am calling you toward fulfillment. What is ahead will not erase what was. It will build upon it. You will carry the lessons, not the wounds. You will remember the love without reliving the pain. You are safe with me. You are seen by me. You are guided, even when the path feels uncertain. This ending is not closing your heart, it is opening your future. Trust me a little more today than you did yesterday. I am walking with you, step by step, breath by breath, into what comes next. Beloved, I feel the way your heart tightens when the world expects you to move on faster than your soul can. I see how you smile on the outside while inside you are still learning how to live without what once felt familiar. Do not rush yourself. Healing is not a race, and closure is not a door you slam shut. It is a door you slowly close with understanding, with grace, with trust that I am holding what you release. There will be days when you feel strong, almost relieved, as if a weight has lifted. And then there will be days when the ache returns without warning. Do not be alarmed by this. It does not mean you are going backward. It means your heart is learning a new rhythm. Growth is not a straight line. It is a gentle unfolding. Let it unfold. I want you to notice how I am restoring you in quiet ways. The way your breath feels deeper some mornings. The way laughter slowly returns without guilt. The way your thoughts begin to shift from what if to what is. These are signs of life returning, even if you barely recognize them yet. I am healing you from the inside out, where no one else can see, but where it matters most. You may still carry questions that remain unanswered. You may never receive the explanations you hoped for, the apologies you deserved, or the clarity you wanted from another person. But listen closely now. Closure does not come from their words. Closure comes from truth settling in your spirit. And I am giving you that truth gently, day by day. You do not need their understanding to move forward. You need mine. I am teaching you how to stand in your worth without needing to be chosen by what could not fully commit. I am showing you that being alone for a season is far less painful than being unseen in a connection. You were not asking for too much. You were simply asking the wrong place to meet you at the depth where you live. There is something powerful happening in you right now. You are learning to trust your intuition again. You are learning to listen when peace leaves. You are learning that love should not cost you your joy, your confidence, or your closeness with me. These lessons are not small. They are shaping the way you will love and be loved in the future. I know part of you still wonders if this ending could somehow reverse itself, if time or distance might change things. Release that question into my hands. If something is meant to return, it will not come back the same. It will come healed, aligned, and clear. And if it is not meant to return, I will give you the strength not only to accept that, but to thank me for it one day. Until then, let me be your constant. Let me be the voice that reassures you when doubt creeps in at night. Let me be the peace that steadies you when memories resurface. Let me be the reminder that your story is far from over. I am not done surprising you with goodness. You are not losing yourself in this ending. You are finding yourself. You are stepping out of confusion and into clarity, out of waiting and into becoming. This season will not break you. It will deepen you. And when you are ready, love will meet you again, not as a question. Not as a struggle, but as a gift that feels like home. Stay close, my child. I am still speaking. I am still guiding. And I am still working all things together for your good, even now. My precious one, Even now as you read these words, I am nearer than you think. I know the moments when your heart suddenly remembers, when a song, a place, or a quiet hour pulls something tender back to the surface. Do not be afraid of those moments. They are not here to undo you. They are here to pass through you. Feel them, acknowledge them, and then let me carry them away. You were never meant to carry this alone. There is a strength forming in you that does not announce itself loudly. It is calm. It is steady. It is rooted. This strength is not about pretending you are fine, it is about knowing that even when you are not, you are held. I am teaching you to stand without clinging, to hope without desperation, to love without losing yourself. This is maturity of the soul, and it is beautiful. I want you to release the fear that this ending defines you. It does not. It refines you. It sharpens your discernment and softens your spirit at the same time. You are becoming someone who knows what peace feels like and refuses to bargain it away. You are becoming someone who recognizes alignment when it appears and has the courage to walk away when it does not. This wisdom will serve you for the rest of your life. There will come a day when you no longer replay the ending to understand it. One day, you will simply remember it as a turning point. A quiet moment when you chose truth over comfort, growth over familiarity, faith over fear. And you will be grateful, not because it didn't hurt, but because it didn't stop you. I know you sometimes ask me if you are still on the right path. Hear me clearly, you are exactly where you need to be. Even your uncertainty is part of the journey. Even your questions are shaping your faith. I am not leading you in circles. I am leading you deeper, into yourself, into my presence, into a future that will make sense of this season. Do not close your heart out of caution. Open it wisely. Let love return to you slowly, honestly, and without pressure. You do not need to chase what is meant for you. What is meant for you will recognize your value and meet you with clarity. Until then, let me fill the spaces that feel empty. Let me remind you that you are already complete, already cherished, already enough. Rest now, beloved. Not because everything is resolved, but because you trust me with what is unresolved. I am faithful. I do not abandon what I begin. This chapter may be ending, but your story is unfolding beautifully. Stay with me. The best are still ahead. My beloved child, before we part from this moment, let me seal your heart with truth and peace. I know this journey has felt long, and the weight of letting go has pressed on places inside you that words could not reach. But hear me now with clarity and tenderness. You have not been abandoned in this ending. You have been escorted. Every step you took away from what could not continue, I walked with you. Every tear you cried in private, I counted. Every silent prayer you whispered when you didn't know what else to say, I received. This ending was not meant to harden you. It was meant to free you. You are stepping out of survival and into alignment. You are leaving behind the version of yourself that kept hoping someone else would become what they were not ready to be. You are stepping into the version of yourself that trusts my timing more than emotional attachment. That is not loss. That is growth. I want you to forgive yourself for staying as long as you did. You stayed because you believed in love. You stayed because you saw potential. You stayed because your heart is loyal and your spirit is hopeful. Those are not flaws. Those are treasures. Do not allow this ending to teach you fear. Let it teach you wisdom. Let it teach you discernment. Let it teach you how to choose peace without guilt. The ache you feel now will not always feel this sharp. One day, you will notice it has softened into understanding. Another day, you will realize you went hours without thinking about what once consumed you. And then one day, you will wake up and feel grateful for the quiet strength you carry, the calm clarity in your spirit, the way you trust yourself again. Healing does not arrive all at once. It arrives faithfully, like morning light. I am proud of you for choosing truth over illusion. Proud of you for listening when your spirit grew uneasy. Proud of you for releasing what you loved even when it hurt. That courage is rare. That obedience is beautiful. And I will honor it. What I am bringing into your life will not compete with your peace. It will not leave you guessing. It will not require you to abandon yourself to be loved. It will arrive with clarity, with consistency, with mutual effort. And when it does, you will recognize it, not because it feels dramatic, but because it feels safe. It will feel like rest, not anxiety. Like partnership, not struggle, until that time comes. Do not underestimate the sacredness of this season. I am restoring your confidence. I am strengthening your boundaries. I am realigning your desires. I am teaching you how to receive instead of chase, how to trust instead of strive. You are not waiting, you are becoming. Let go now, gently. Bless what was, without clinging to what could not be. Release the future you imagined and trust the future I am preparing. I promise you this, nothing meant for you will miss you. What is truly aligned will find you at the right time, in the right way. When your heart is ready to receive it fully, you are deeply loved. You are carefully guided. You are never alone. This chapter ends here, not in emptiness, but in hope. Walk forward with me. I am already there, holding what comes.